Do you sometimes wonder why in some people's lives it seems everything is working out so well, and in other people's lives it seems they always have bad luck, nothing works out, and they are also kind of miserable people? I realized this, that especially when, I'm in business, so I meet many companies and many business people. And sometimes I see companies where I see the boss, the owner of the business, the owner of the company, not really being a nice guy or a nice person, can also be a woman. And he is the opposite of what I would say customer-oriented. He is closed, he is not open, he's not warm-hearted, he is very unfriendly, actually, disinterested, really not really so much interested. And very interesting, the people who work for him, most people in that company are the same way. So it's not really fun to deal with anyone of that company. And it is also true for the opposite. I know many companies, and I'm very fortunate that most of my customers, I would say nearly all of them, are really nice people I can work with. When the boss is nice, and usually the companies I'm working with, the boss is really nice, and all his employees too. So it seems there is some kind of magnetic field coming from the boss, coming from the business owner, and he attracts people who are similar like him. And could that not be also true for everything else in life? I believe that I am a nice person. I really believe that, because I also can see that when I look at my friends, all the friends I'm dealing with, they are wonderful people. I have so nice friends. Yes, really. I mean, it's not only that I say that and think that, even other people, when they join my circle of friends for an event or party, whatever, even they say, Joachim, you have so fantastic friends. It's amazing. And it is true, yes. I believe there is some kind of frequency, some kind of law of attraction, that I attract things into my life. And other people do the same thing. And I believe that it has also something to do with, let me call it, spirituality. What do I mean when I say that, spirituality? I'm not talking about some kind of religious belief. I'm talking about an area of our lives which is beyond what we can see and measure, beyond the physical life. So everything which is related to my body, I can see, feel, touch, all my senses, we are talking about something what is very physical, right? Even things I can smell, I cannot see, but I can smell. Things I cannot see, but I can hear. All this is physical. But if I go a little bit further up, I can think. So what is thinking? And some thoughts seem to be very powerful. Ideas seem to be very powerful. So there is something we cannot explain, but it is there, it's happening. And if I just imagine, I visualize something, I have an idea. When I think about artists, they see a picture, a painting, or a sculpture in their mind. And then they start to create it. So first, they see it in their mind. What is the mind? Obviously not something physical. And then they start to produce it, make a painting, make a drawing, start, sizzling out something from chiseling out something from a tree or from a rock, making a sculpture or whatever it is. So there seems to be a process from having seen something in your mind and then putting it into the physical world. Let it become physical. I think it is also true with our bodies. There are people who never get sick. I never get sick. I don't know how long ago I had a cold or I was really sick. I don't really even remember. And I know so many people like that. I don't want to boast about it, but in my experience, when I went to the doctor because I had something or I needed something, the waiting room was full of people with all having flu and everybody was sniffing and sneezing and coughing. And I never picked up anything. And I know a lot of people, especially people who run their own business, who are positive people and who are, joyful people, they don't get sick. And then there are others, it seems they constantly think about some illnesses and talk about it. So it seems they attract this. And they are often sick. They always have something going on. And when I talk about these kind of spirituality, I believe that has some strong influence on our lives, on the way how I think. Spirituality is not, as I just said, it's not about religion, but it is something beyond what we can physically see or realize. It is even beyond what we can think. Because sometimes you might have a certain kind of belief. With belief, I mean, I believe I can do it or I cannot do it. A belief about certain things, not just about the weather tomorrow, some convictions. And that influence also the results I have and produce in my life. So if I think I can win over that customer, and the likeliness that I will actually do so is much bigger than if I think not going to work out. Because if I don't believe in anything what I cannot achieve, I wouldn't even try to do it, right? So when I go one level up, why is it that sometimes out of the blue, especially early in the morning, I suddenly have an idea like a flash and it dawns on me and something like an intuition, and I follow my intuition and suddenly it works out. Or the intuition says to me, call that person, and the person was waiting for it. Or give a certain amount of money to that person, and the person just needed it in that moment. That is something what other people might call luck. Good luck. Well, I don't believe in good luck. I don't believe in any kind of coincidence. I don't believe that there is anything happening in this world just by coincidence. When I think about the world, the universe, everything what is, then not only scientists have realized that we have some kind of physical natural laws. The law of gravity is there. We have so many other laws, the law of cause and effect and whatever. And the universe works with so precise laws that it is possible to send a man to the moon, or maybe in future to other planets, and bring them back to Earth safely and calculate the time of flight and travel to the fraction of a second to determine when they will be back. So the laws and the rules of the universe are so precise and so exact, which is so reliable that you can use it to build something on it. And if everything is governed by rules and laws, that means nothing can happen by coincidence. When we think about genealogy, when we think about DNAs, when we think about law of attraction, what attracts each other and what doesn't, magnetism, all these kind of things, it is so precisely calculable, be able to calculate it, that it's not a coincidence. And that means somebody must have created this kind of preciseness, this kind of precision and law cannot come into existence by coincidence. It's not possible. As far as I remember, I think it was in the 80s, late 80s, I think, 1980, around that, scientists from the university in Pasadena, the astronomists, they were able to prove that, for example, time is something which was created and not there all the time. I think that is really interesting. So I like you to expand your awareness, if you like to invite more happiness and good things into your life. I would like you to experience the happiness what so many other people have, what I have, and be open for receiving what we call maybe blessings, things what usually people don't believe in, to be ready to be able to receive good things into your life because you want them, because you like them, because you spend time thinking on it. So when we think about something, we're sending out waves, thought waves. We even can measure our thinking and our activity of the brain. And we only can measure because we put some electrodes here, some sensors around the brain, around the skull, and obviously these sensors pick up some radio frequencies. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible. So we're sending out something, and obviously we can attract something which resonates with us. If you start thinking more and more about something what you want, something what you would love to have in your life, the more you spend time on it, the more you spend thought energy on it, the more you will invite it into your life. It's really a reliable, lawful process. The law of vibration is the fundamental law which governs the law of attraction. And if you put yourself in a positive vibration and think about something what you would love, it comes to you. I don't want to talk about religion, but believing in something, in all the religious books in the world, faith, to believe something, have conviction, is the key to everything what you want. You may call it universe, you may call it God, you may call it source, infinite creative energy, intelligence, whatever it is. The creator of everything has given you the power to think more than or different than any other animal. You can think about something and change your reality what no animal can do, just by your thoughts. So I would encourage you to think about things you want. Do not waste any more time and any thoughts on something what you don't want. We have so many things going on in this world, problems, wars, diseases, whatever. Don't waste any energy on these kind of things. Don't think about it, don't talk about it. Focus on what you want. The law of vibration, the law of attraction will make sure that this will increase in your life. I heard a story somewhere, I don't remember how it actually went, but the key of the story was it's a black dog and a white dog, and somebody's asking which dog will win if they fight against each other. And the person who was asked says, the one you feed more. So if you have positive and negative things going on, if you focus on something, what you want, and give it more energy, that is the one you will feed, and that becomes bigger and stronger in your life. Focus on happiness and joy. Focus on something what you would love. It could be a relationship. It could be your marriage. It could be the relationship with your kids. It could be with your spouse. It could be with colleagues, whatever it is. It could be your health. Don't focus on it when the doctor says, oh, you have something which is not so nice. Forget about it. Focus on health. If you have, not a good, nice job, focus on how it can be better. Focus on something what you really want. I like to encourage you going along those lines, and be aware that there is more than what you can physically see or sense or even measure. There is more. Take this into account, that source, creative energy, God, wants you to achieve and to have what you really would wish and what you would want. That is also a law. So I wish you a very nice day, weekend, and whenever you watch this video, great life. Focus on the good things.